please, 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 if you see something you like, I always say, please don't wait. Don't wait. Don't just put it in your cart and say, oh, I'll hit that later. Because what happens is when something is incredibly popular or brand new, our friends love new, they're just going to snatch it right out of your cart.
Well, absolutely. But I also want you to consider when you're looking at what you're going to buy, think about what you already have and how it's going to work back to it, right? Because that's going to make your money go further, and I think that matters.
This is awesome. We're talking about the tank top first, but I will say I'm so in love with the chiffon palazzo pants that are coming up.
There's a story about those, and I'll tell them to you when we get there.
Really? Oh, I can't wait.
This came out of my own personal closet, a piece that I had for 40 years. So
40 years? Okay.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it, but let's first talk about the chiffon top. Now, this, of course, is a layered top.
It is a layered top.
Different fabrications for the lining, yes?
Well, we do. First of all, I don't use the slick chiffon. I feel that a crepe chiffon feels much more expensive.
Yes.
It's also much easier to sew because when we do a lot of stitches per inch, and that's one of the ways that you're going to know the value of something is stitches per inch. And we really do think about that. But to be able to do that and have no raw edges, everything folded back, the crepe sews better. It's just it's a better way of sewing it. Then underneath you have a dyed to match, and this is our signature rayon span. So you know you've got that, and it's just comfy and easy. And I have it in right now with a little half tuck because I had to make a quick change.
And you're wearing it in the cloud.
I'm wearing it in the cloud, and I just like boom. And I think, do we have any left in black?
We do. Let's go through the colors really quickly because I love the lichen. It's one of my favorites.
We're liking.
Lichen.
Do you know what? I didn't bother to find out what lichen actually was when we named it. I thought, lichen, okay.
It's like a moss, yeah?
It's actually a fungus.
It's a fungus.
That looks like a moss.
Okay.
It grows on trees. But I was like, so you mean to tell me you just recommended a name for me? And I said, yes. And it's a fungus? So there's a fungus among us, but we call it lichen, and I'm liking. So
mushrooms are cute. I like that.
There
okay,
you go.
But this is the cloud. Of course, this is what Marla's wearing underneath her beautiful
Now,
topper.
this is a shorter length.
Yeah.
Because it's the kind of piece, particularly because I designed it to go with this.
Yeah.
I also wanted it to be able to tuck in. We also have it for you in a beautiful almond color that goes throughout my collection. And we also have it for you in, of course, black.
Classic black.
So we have it for you in all those colors. This is really meant to be a layering piece to this pair of pants. But I also wanted it because there are some crop jackets in my pieces. And I kind of like, sometimes I like something that goes longer.
But it's not hanging out.
In this, not in this case.
It's perfect.
So, right, I get a really good kind of, but then I do my little half tuck.
I heard the other day that it's called a French tuck. I learned
Yes, it is a French tuck. I am told.
I'm told.
But actually mine is a Sydney tuck because she always goes, Mom, you didn't do it right. And she starts.
Oh, and she fixes.
Okay, all right.
Oh, Sydney, we love her. And I thought for a second that she was going to be on the show today.
She was going to be, but she's going to help us in other ways.
Yes, and she has been a busy bee today.
Yeah,
so it was so nice to see her
Lots of things arriving.
While she's here, especially because I'm like, oh, look at all the familiar faces that we have up here now in PA. It's just going to get better and better and better. Really quickly, we have two, again, other colors that you might not see here on the rack. The almond, the black. We have the lichen, my favorite. And, of course, that beautiful cloud, which is very bright white, most popular. But it does have a little bit of a hint of an off-white, which I love.
For me, well, okay.
You're like, no, it's classic white. It's classic white.
Okay, yeah, no, it's white. but okay, it's okay.
I don't know, maybe it's my eyes.
You know what it is I love about it? I love that it looks like a t-shirt. It's not a, oh, I've got to be all dressed up with a piece. I wear that with jeans.
Yes.
You know, I like it with jeans. I've dressed it up a little bit today for on camera. But the fact of the matter is you can wear it with jeans, looks great with a jean jacket, looks great with a skirt. But I did it intentionally because I did want it to be able to go with this. And because there's so much flow here, I wanted a certain length. But this is my, and again, everybody has a different thing. Some people want things that come down to here, which is more of our tunic length.
Yes.
Some people like it to hit right here. My sweet spot's right here. So you will see pieces that hit me in my personal sweet spot.
Love that. You know what? I'm freaking out a little bit because behind you, Jetna has on the palazzo pant
Oh, she's
with
got
the
the whole
top,
outfit.
and I love it.
Right? You see why I did that? Look at how beautiful that is. So this is part of our occasion collection as far as I'm concerned, because it's such an elegant look and moves with you. So you can see how the proportions of this are really nice because of the fullness of this.
Oh, I love
On the
it.
other hand, you can dress it down, and there you see it with a pair of our khaki pants. You can do a little French tuck with it. You can, you know, throw a little jacket over it. You can do it however you want. Dress it up, dress it down. Very, very easy to do. But both pieces super easy in terms of styling, so that you can have something that's casual. And for example, my favorite look for dress up, we did a tuxedo when we launched our occasion collection.
Love it.
I wear it with a white t-shirt. Right?
But you know what? I can see that.
And
I love
then
a crew neck, yeah.
when I'm in something super casual like jeans or a jean jacket, I like chiffon. So I like to mix it up.
That's really good. And so for our friends who are always like, oh, you know, I don't know how to wear that piece, or I'm thinking to myself, I need to be stuck to this way I traditionally was told to dress, right? Fancy with fancy, down casual with casual.
You know, we call it high-low dressing. It's, you know, and it's something that I learned living in Paris. So I lived in Paris about 20-some years. Both of my kids were born there. And French women have this very cool way of a little skinny pant, a tennis shoe, a beautiful belt, a white t-shirt,
oh my gosh,
and a $3,000 blazer. Do you know what I mean? Like, but you know what? They don't have 7 blazers in their closet. They have 2 or 3.
Right.
They don't have. I have a collection of bags that have not been carried in a decade, and yet I can't let go of them. French women are much smarter than we are. They have their big bag, and they have their smaller bag. And they're both really expensive bags, but that's it.
Yes.
You don't need all this stuff. And that's why I say to you, buy better, buy less. Think about what's already in your closet, how you can dress it up, dress it down. Like the lichen is fantastic.
It's so
I love
good.
it with blacks. I love it with sands. Right?
I love that we have
with
these
white
colors like right here, so you can see how this is what Marla's talking about. Look how beautiful the lichen looks with the black.
Right.
But because we also have the cloud here.
Now the cloud is like, come on.
Oh my gosh, look at the cloud.
Either way.
Oh
Either way you
my
slice it.
gosh.
Either way you slice it. It goes perfectly. Either way.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so make sure you're getting in on this deal. 897427 is the item number, of course, for the tank. Okay, we're moving right to the palazzo pant. I am in love. And I can't wait to hear the story that you have behind this pant. But we can't get away from the top really quickly. I just wanted to say that, again, look at Jetna. She looks stunning in this tank. Because something you do, and we're going to talk about this because you have additional tank sets coming up in the hour.
2 packs.
Nobody does tanks like you. I love